At least I'm not next to you guys, so you guys are all safe. I'm connecting. I said that. And intro video.
Hello, Archer agents. Welcome to Brew with Reggie. I got a lot of guests here today. So let's start with my partner in crime, Robert Archer's here. Robert, say hello to everyone.
Hi, guys. How you guys doing?
And we have our special guest from Margaritaville
at Sea.
I can't speak.
Easy for Reggie to say.
Margaritaville at Sea, Frank and Joanne. Thank you so much for joining us. I had margaritas on my mind. So
we totally get it.
We always have it on our mind. So
anyways, so thank you for joining us. We're so excited, and we got a lot of agents here that are going, what's going on? So if you're brand new to Archer Travel, this is Brew with Reggie. My name is Reggie Rivas. I'm one of the co-owners of Archer Travel, and we have Frank and Joanne here with us at Margaritaville at Sea, and we're going to get to know them, and we want you to book as much as you can with your clients on this cruise. So we got a lot to discuss, and we want to get to know Frank and Joanne, and Robert's here to make sure I don't screw this up.
Hey, do you not drink tea anymore?
I do drink tea.
I thought it was tea with Reggie.
Well, they changed it to Brew with Reggie.
Huh, interesting.
Yeah,
well,
so.
This was formerly tea with Reggie, so same thing.
So as you're looking at our screen, I feel like we're in the Brady Bunch. This is like the middle of the line of the Brady Bunch on this. You got Reggie, Robert, Joanne, and Frank, so this is great. So basically,
break out the song, Reggie.
Yeah, well, we could sing it. So basically, Joanne and Frank, how it works, and the Archer agents is we're going to get to know you, get to know our BDMs, and we're going to ask you a series of questions. And at the very end, we're going to do rapid fire, which no one knows what the questions are. They're right here. I have 8 rapid fire questions, and then we're going to ask some questions from the audience. So we try to keep this PG. Sometimes it does run into PG-13, just so you're aware. But we try to have fun with it all. So anyways, first of all, welcome. And how are you enjoying your week at Archer Travel so far?
So far, so good. Robert's been good to us. We'll see how that continues to last.
It's only Tuesday.
True. We have many more days in the week. This is correct.
Fantastic. Let's get to know you more. What are your roles, and what do they entail?
So I am the Senior Vice President of Trade and Partner Relations. So I'm pretty much in charge of all of the non-direct business that we are trying to develop here at Margaritaville at Sea. And also, in addition to trade, some other partnerships come under that, promotional partnerships and things like that. So that's pretty much my role here. Joanne is on my team. She's a BDM. And one of my BDMs, and she has been assigned to help Archer Travel. So
awesome, that's great stuff. It's exciting because I've heard about this cruise, but I have not got to participate. And I found out last week my partner in crime gets to participate, so I'm a little jealous right now.
You should be. I should be.
Yeah,
and I am.
I think that's the general gist when I tell people that I'm going is, I thought I knew they had properties, but I didn't know that they had cruise ships. So I think it's going to be a nice, welcome surprise for some of our agents who have already reached out with that information that they weren't aware. But I think it's good. Everybody knows your properties, but now you've got properties on the water.
Actually,
I love it.
Yeah, I mean the brand really lends itself to probably cruising more than it does to the other properties in many ways, right? So we're a lot of people haven't heard of this aspect, but it does feel like we're working as a startup. We're going from one small ship to 2 ships next week, and then the plan is for us to continue to expand. I mean, the company has aspirations of growing this brand, growing number of ships that we have available, number of itineraries, and they're very they recognize the strength of the brand, which I think is really encouraging because it means that as we continue to grow, we're not necessarily going to grow by building huge monster ships. We're going to continue to add ships that allow us to explore ports that are very sort of, I always say they're in line with the Jimmy Buffett lifestyle, right? They're very much more about experiences and food and music, and they're probably a little smaller destinations than some of the big names, but
Awesome.
And you guys, your company has a very aggressive goal. Share what that is. And I thought that was very impressive.
yeah, I mean, I think it's it's not written down anywhere. I don't even know if it's supposed to be public information, but
sorry, my apologies.
no,
okay, we don't have to share it then.
We already told Rob.
But it's
I think
more ships in
shipping
a
gear is
small time.
reasonable when you think about what we're trying to do. And look, there was just an article the other day that said the cruise industry is looking at 10 to 15% growth over the next few years. So there's definitely opportunity there.
Absolutely.
Obviously, there's a lot of competition in that space. So there's going to be a lot of people trying to sort of expand their audience. But I think we have a real sort of niche opportunity with sort of the laid back, very music and fun and chill and sand and sea kind of approach that positions us just a little bit different than some of the other lines that are out there. So I think it's going to help us to sort of ride that growth wave that we know is out there in the market.
We want to really be that easy breezy type of escape that anyone can enjoy for all ages.
Awesome. Next slide. So we have it here. Tomorrow you have a training. Can you share a sneak peek of what that will be about?
You want to? Sure.
I was going to say, I'll jump in and take this one.
Sure.
Okay.
So tomorrow we plan on sharing a little bit of information more about our overall brand, but then also introducing you to Paradise, our original ship that sails out of the port of Palm Beach. And then also a deeper introduction into Islander, the newest ship that is arriving soon in Tampa Bay. It's due to arrive on June 10th. And we'll give you more of a training on that and then how to get into our travel agent portal.
Awesome.
And at the same time, we want people to recognize, or at least be aware, that we are a very new company. So, I've only been here since December. Most of the executive team, our chief marketing officer, chief operations officer, VP of technology, chief human resources officer. I mean, she just started this week. So everybody has started within the past 6 months or so. So it is a new company. It's a new brand. People that were involved in the company in times past are no longer here, and that's good. That's good because Margaritaville brand is very keen on us sticking to those brand standards. So I think we're going to see a much more successful launch with Islander than you might have heard about happened with Paradise after the rebranding. So we've been that's also an important aspect of the company, not just our product, but also sort of our attitude and our strategy.
Perfect. What is one key way to market your brand?
This one what? Can you repeat that?
Well, I'm sorry. What is one key way to market your brand?
Well, I think we have a real opportunity with people who maybe are new to cruise or people who were anti-cruise. I think there's a lot of husbands, particularly out there, who do not like the idea of going to a 5-night or 6-night cruise and being required to dress up 2 nights in a suit and stand on the stairs for 45 minutes to an hour and a half to have some horrible picture taken of you that makes you look overweight. I'm talking from experience here. And by then I'm usually as red as a lobster as well, which doesn't help the photo. So, I think there's a lot of people who don't want to do that. The packing of 5 huge suitcases that the airline then charges you extra for, getting down to the port. And we are very much, casual. We have fine dining, we have great food, but you don't need to wear a tuxedo. If people want to dress up, they can. But still, you're not sacrificing things like the entertainment. The entertainment on our ships is very, very strong. So that's I think a really great place for us. People that might not have wanted to do cruise in the past, or people may not want to be on a huge crowded vessel. I think we can appeal to those folks by giving them something that's just a little bit more laid back. And I think a lot of us, when we go on vacation, the thing that used to frustrate me with Joanne and I both have a theme park background. And I used to look at these people out in the park in the middle of July, standing in line for hours. And I would ask myself, how the hell is that a vacation? Like, it looked like torture to me. Like, I would rather be working than doing that, So we're not about that. We're about really providing a vacation. You know, the whole idea is come on the ship, relax, have some beers, drink some margaritas, listen to some great music, enjoy some food, go to some fun destinations, but not this sort of rigid, you know, calendar that demands you to do all these other activities that probably are not what you want to be doing when you take some time off.
I agree. I love it. I love it. What is your favorite thing? Go ahead.
I'm going to add friendly and fun on top of all of
That's
that.
true.
Easy breezy, friendly and fun.
Awesome. I love it. Thank you, Joanne. I appreciate that. What is your favorite thing about the travel industry?
You want to go?
Sure.
I'll go too, but you go first.
Sure. One of my favorite things about the travel industry is not only the opportunity to see different places, but to really meet different people. Because all of us out there have different perspective on things, and learning about different people, different cultures, different destinations, I think it just really brings everybody together. So whether you're, you know, a child growing up or someone who's been more experienced in life, you're always going to learn and experience something new when you meet new people when you're traveling.
Love it. Great answer.
I think I like the people that are attracted to the industry and that want to work in the industry. You know, I feel like there's a certain something about someone that gets into this business. You know, they recognize the importance of fun and seeing the world, and they all have passports. You know, I think it's some crazy number, like only like 3% of Americans have passports. But if you were to look at the travel industry, it'd be like 99% of us have passports. Because
That's interesting. I never thought about that. That's a good
we have a
point.
global view, right? We understand the world. We look at the world, not just our own backyard. So I like the people that are attracted to the industry. I like talking to them about, even if they do vacations that I don't particularly like, I love learning about some of the things that people do for fun.
Absolutely.
And some of the escapes that are out there. So I think it's a really nice business for that. It just draws people, and it doesn't draw a lot of accountants and engineers, which I think is another plus, because those guys drive me out of my mind.
I like that. If you can give a new or experienced travel agent one piece of advice for their journey to success, what would that be?
I think it's always think about the customer. I think no matter who the person is, I think the biggest mistake anybody can make in sales or marketing and in travel especially is to not really understand what that customer wants. Don't assume that because you've sold 500 cruises, you know exactly what that person wants. I think there are questions you need to, tell me about your family. Tell me about how you spent your last trip. Tell me about the kind of things you guys like to do. What are your best memories of a vacation? I think those simple questions like that are huge, because when a person feels like you're really understanding them, then when you start offering advice, it's like a bedside manner that a doctor has, right? You feel like, okay, they've asked the right questions. They understand my family. Now they're making recommendations. I'm going to be much more inclined to listen to those recommendations. But if they're just spouting off something that they've done for the past 30, it's not as compelling. So I think it's really about connecting with your customer and really understanding what they're hoping to have you provide them with.
Awesome. Love it. What is your favorite thing about the Margaritaville at sea? What's your actual favorite things? Love to hear us.
I love not only being on the water, but all the live music that goes around the entire ship. So we haven't been on Islander yet, but from our entertainment director, that is what we keep being told, is that there's going to be live music more than any other cruise vessel that's out there. So I would say the sea, the music, and the opportunity just to travel and meet new people again.
Yeah, I mean, we've got this trio on Paradise. They're a female singer with a guitar player and a percussionist.
Oh, so good.
And I can just sit there for hours and just listen. I mean, they play great variety of music. They're really, really good. And I was hoping they would move to Islander, but they're like, no, we're keeping them here. But we're getting other bands like that. So for me, that's what I'm a musician. I love being around music, and I love it that we have a lot of karaoke. We have a lot of trivia. We have a lot of outside bands and music playing. To me, that's the stuff that it's just a lot of work. I mean, I'm in Orlando. There's tons of entertainment here, but do I want to get in my car and drive over to iDrive? No, I don't. So when I'm on a cruise, that's my opportunity to just really sit in a bar and enjoy entertainment. And I love it. It's just so accessible for us, and it's part, and even if we don't have bands playing, we have all these videos playing in the bars sometimes. Even during the day, you can go down at 10 o'clock and you can watch a Jimmy Buffett concert live on the big screen, which that's cool with me. I'm okay with that, So for me, it's just that sort of epitomizes kind of the brand. This idea of being able to just relax and chill out,
Absolutely, love it. What is your favorite activity to do outside of work?
Are we allowed to say travel?
I would think so.
Yeah.
Ultimately, I love the two things are together. Once again, it's live music and being somewhere by the water, whether it's the beach by the water, whether it's the lake. I grew up here in Florida. I'm all about being outside and being in the water.
Yeah, I play music, so that's my probably top vice is getting together with some friends and jamming for a while. But I also like to cook, and so when I have time to do that, I do that as well.
No cooking here. No cooking here. And also on the ships, if you're up there with Frank, he's great at karaoke. You don't have to worry. I don't sing. I'm a fantastic backup dancer. No singing here.
What is the best way for your travel agents to connect with your brand for support and collaboration?
Well, I'll jump in here. I think one of the reasons we wanted to talk to the Archer folks so badly was we've already got a lot of Archer agents that have registered on our website and are trying to sell our product or have been selling our product. We've had a number of them. Big shout out to, Michelle and a couple other agents out there that have been on our parlays with us as well. So we've had some great attendance at those sort of seminar at sea activities. And the one thing I told Robert earlier was, there just seemed to be this natural connection between some of the Archer agents and sort of our brand that, without naming other host agencies, it just seemed like it was much more of a fit. It seemed like people were really into what we're about. And so I just think that connection, that synergy seems to be there. So I think it's just about reaching out, we're more than happy to do some private workshops for groups of agents. We have these seminar at sea, Parlay on Paradise we do. Happy to have some Archer agents come on those with us. We have an agent offer right now where Archer agents can book a breezy balcony cabin on Islander for just $40 a night. So we've got a lot of nice stuff out there, I think, that allows your agents to connect with us, whether it's just a conversation. And I think everyone's different, right? I think you look across this world of travel agents. There's some agents who they want to go on a boat. They want to explore it. They want to look at every nook and cranny. They want to do some social media posts. That's their way of doing it. You got other people who just want to get on the phone with Joanne and talk to her for a half hour and really get a hand. Whatever makes you happy, whatever floats your boat, we'll try and accommodate that. So,
and if any of you guys listening have questions and you guys want to get a hold of them, you can contact me, robert@archertravel.com. You can send me an email. I'll get you the information on any of the sailings that they have. I'll get you guys in contact with any requests that you have. So you guys can always contact me if you can't. Obviously you don't have their contact information. So get a hold of me. I'll get a hold of them, and then we'll set you guys up and get you going on whatever you guys need with them. So they're very they're very open to connecting, and they're great people to work with. So
thank you.
Thank you.
We try.
Awesome. Okay, this is the best part of the show. It's called Rapid Fire Questions with Reggie. So I have a bunch of questions here, but what we do have is a lot of audience right now have a lot of questions too. So I want to make sure we can capture as much as possible. This is Brew with Reggie, and so it used to be called Tea with Reggie. So the question is, for both of you, tea or coffee?
Well, tea.
Coffee.
Okay. How do you like your tea, hot or cold?
Hot.
I'm a cold brew guy, but yes. Good. Okay, next question. Dogs or cats?
Dogs. No competition. No contest.
Fish.
Fish. I like that. Good, Joanne. I
don't think anybody's ever said that. That's pretty good.
Okay, since you guys are on the East Coast, favorite restaurant in your area that you guys love to go to?
We've got a place that my favorite, just went there Friday night, is we have a seafood restaurant called Big Fin over on Sand Lake.
Okay.
And when I want to spoil myself, they have a cold seafood tower, oyster, lobster.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, That's my little escape, to have that with a lychee martini. I'm good.
So agents, as you're hearing it, if you're going back east, there you go. If you got clients going there, recommend that restaurant right there. We do this so it's another feather in our agents' caps to recommend nice restaurants or fun restaurants with good food. So that's why we asked that question. Joanne, do you have a favorite place?
I do, and actually it's not necessarily widely known by visitors, but it does pop up. It is actually over 50 years old. It is close to all the tourist area here in Central Florida, and it's called Lee and Rick's Oyster Bar.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Oh,
And you will
right.
get a down and dirty, awesome
Really dirty.
experience of sitting at a cement, worn down bar where they shuck the oysters right in front of you and put it right out
Got a
there.
lot of character for
That's
sure.
It does have character.
Yeah.
So
It is well known in the area, and if you like oysters, it will never disappoint you.
awesome. You heard it first here, agents. You know where to go now.
Lee
This
and
is
Rick.
this is a question from my son who's 15, and this is a total 15-year-old boy question. What do you like on your pizza?
It's a good question.
I'm going to say my side. I am an anchovy and bacon guy. So my wife hates anchovies, so I only have that when she's out of town. But like she's on the way to the airport, and I'm ordering it. So
And you, Joanne?
Well, I say it's called Hawaiian pizza, but people in Hawaii say this is not Hawaiian. But where it's the pineapple and the Canadian bacon.
Oh, I'm on the same boat with you. I love that. But everybody, if either they're way for it or way against it. Some people absolutely hate it. They're like, how
Very
could you put pineapples on your pizza?
very
I love it.
controversial topic.
It's the best.
And this is not a trick question, but favorite cocktail?
There's so many.
There's a lot.
What does that say about
my
us,
go-to? If I like, and when you say that, like, okay, what's the one you pick when you don't know what else to pick? Like, so I like a vodka gimlet shaken with fresh lime juice, right? So I don't like the sweetened lime, just fresh lime, vodka, and I like my dirty ice on the side. I like my shaker ice. Don't throw that away. Like, give me a little glass with my shaker ice. That's my pet peeve with cocktails.
Oh,
Yeah.
interesting. Well, it's interesting that you also mentioned gimlet because I love a cucumber gimlet.
Okay.
I know you want us to say margaritas.
Like I said, it wasn't a trick question. I was not trying to sway you into that.
Margarita.
I do have more questions, but I know our audience has a lot of questions because Amanda notified me. So, Amanda, can we have a couple questions from the audience?
Yes. Okay. So
Okay.
the first question is there any online training offered with your brand?
Depends what you mean by online. If you mean, can Joanne get on a Zoom call and train you? Yes.
Tomorrow.
Well, yeah, you guys, there'll be a Zoom tomorrow that'll be recorded and it'll be online. So after
is
tomorrow
online training.
afternoon, there will be.
I think they meant certification.
I
Do
know,
you
I
have
know it, I understand. I'll be honest with you here. We had some stuff on the website, on the portal, and it was so bad, we just decided to take it down. And we are in the process of developing an RFP and trying to get somebody to help us develop a full-fledged certification program for our site. So the answer is no, we don't have it yet. We know we need it. We want to have it. Our solution in the meantime is, we're happy to get on there with you and do something custom until we have something formally set up.
And we're really open to ideas and suggestions on how to do that as well. We do think we are different. We are more boutique-ish. Once again, we're more breezy. We want to be, the hospitable folks that are out there that really care and want to take care of not only the folks that we're working with, but the end user, which is their guests, their clients. I mean, right, it's about the hospitality of it all. So ultimately, if you guys have any suggestions on what we could do when it comes to developing that training and things maybe we shouldn't do, please let us know.
Perfect.
And I think some of these questions are going to be answered tomorrow during your training at 1 p.m. like Robert and Reggie said. So make sure you guys join tomorrow at 1 p.m. And if they are going to be answered then, Frank or Joanne, we could just say that'll be answered tomorrow. So join tomorrow. We can move on to the next question.
Perfect.
Okay. Will you be having any parlays on the new Islander?
I think we'll answer that tomorrow.
Perfect.
Perfect. Okay, I think this will probably be answered too. Do you have ship inspections tours available?
That will also, we're going to cover that tomorrow, but yes, they will be, but we'll go into more on that tomorrow as well.
I think a lot of these are going to be answered tomorrow.
You guys, all the agents out there, you guys know you can book trips for your clients too, not just go on them yourselves. By the way, that's a possibility also.
Will you be going over the kids and teen program tomorrow?
I don't know if we'll get to that tomorrow. I think we have a lot of other stuff to cover just on the basics. But so we do have a lot more kids activities. We already have a kids zone, and we have a bunch of kids activities on Paradise. That has been kicked up several levels on Islander. That's probably sort of a webinar in its own right at some point down the road. But it is a very family friendly product. We do have lots of kid activities. You know, we've been asked that a lot because of the obviously, we've had some cruise lines come into the marketplace that were just adults. We are not just adults. We do have an adult area on the ship, an adult pool area, and then we have a family area. But there's plenty of activities for kids, and the casual nature of the ship, I think, lends itself for kids as well.
Perfect. 2 more questions, Amanda, because I know we're running out of time here.
Okay, and then I don't think I need to ask this, but you guys are going to go over registration with Ryan tomorrow, correct?
Yes.
Correct.
Yeah. Okay. When can we start booking cruises for the year 2026?
Oh, 2026. We're just getting 25 up.
The ship's still coming.
It does sound, on one hand, it sounds like a crazy question, but I've managed international business for a long time, and I know that was never a crazy question internationally because they start booking, that far ahead. So maybe that's someone who's booking for people in the UK. But we are working because of that international need. We're trying to get pricing out and have that available. But I'm not sure when we'll have that done. We just got 25 up, I think.
Awesome.
Perfect. I really do think these other ones are going to be answered tomorrow. So I'm going to go ahead and skip them and go for this couple fun questions. Italian or Mexican food?
Italian.
Yeah, that's a tough one. That's really tough. My wife loves Mexican food, and I've developed a taste for Mexican food because of her, but I have also become very fussy. Like there's nothing worse than bad Mexican food. So if I'm going to have bad, I would rather have bad Italian than bad Mexican. If I'm going to have great, I'd rather have great Mexican than Italian. How's that sound?
Perfect.
That's fair.
One more question, Amanda.
Would you rather watch movies or a reality show?
Oh, that's tricky. Depends on what the reality show is about.
I don't watch a lot of regular TV anymore. I watch I think almost everything I watch is probably a YouTube reality show. So I'm probably more on the reality side these days.
I would say mine's kind of a combo. It would be a movie because anything that's based on a true story, I'm in.
Oh. So let's ask another one, Amanda. We got more. We got a little bit more time.
Okay. Pineapple margaritas, yay or nay, and pineapple on pizza, yay or nay.
Well, we already know pineapple on pizza.
We already know that. You know what? 2 thumbs up. I'm good with pineapple on anything. I love pineapple. And I'm good with any fruit in a margarita, too. I'm not one of these fussy people that only can be lime. I mean, I've had some great fruit-flavored margaritas, so I'm cool with it.
And if you like a little spice, take tahini, if you're familiar with tahini, and put that on pineapple or mango. Delicious.
Well, here in Southern California, that's a very, very popular, dish that you could get on almost any street corner.
Well,
trendy.
Frank
She's
and Joanne.
trendy with that, but I said California. You guys are like way ahead of that. You're like, no, that's boring.
Well, Frank and Joanne, thank you so much for joining us, and stay tuned tomorrow, 1 p.m. Pacific time. All the training you're going to learn. Tell all your agents out there to come to this and watch it because you're going to get so much information. It's going to blow you away. Thank you for your time and joining us. We're excited. Robert, thanks for coming in and joining me.
Thank you for coming on, you guys, very much.
Thank you.
All right.
Until tomorrow. We'll see everyone tomorrow. Thank you.
Bye, guys.
Thank you very much.
Bye-bye.